Greetings, everybody. My name is Roma, and it's good to be with you again here today. In this video, we're talking about the different personality types. And this is the second video in that series. And why is that important? Well, studies. Well, let me give you a personal story. My husband and I have been married almost 45 years. Opposites tend to attract each other because we balance one another out. And that's the case with my husband and myself. However, after you get familiar with your partner, you tend to think, they sure are different. This is strange. And you begin to think, they're wrong. We all tend to think our personality is the best one. Other people are just wrong. It's a natural way to think. In fact, that is one of what happens in that case is people start trying to change each other. That's when conflict happens. That's one of the biggest causes of divorce and turmoil in families. So just by simply studying understanding the different personality types, I learned that my husband wasn't wrong. He was just different. It did wonders for our relationship. So in this video, we're talking about one of the 4 basics, and it's the NF, or the intuitive feeling. Like all the others, it can be broken down into 4 more. For the NF, it's the idealist, the charismatic, empathetic, and dramatic personality. But we're just going to talk about the NF in general. These children show an extra sensitivity for hints of things, so much so that they're described as intuitive. Let me give you an example on that one. When I give workshops on this subject, I will ask the audience different questions to help them decide which personality type best fits them. And they'll go to one of 4 places in the room, so they're joining others like themselves. Then I'll ask the audience questions, so that each group will, as it fits them, they'll raise their hand, and you can see how each person feels. And this is one of the questions I ask. I will say, how many of you, when in school, were accused of not doing work that you actually did do by yourself? And when everybody looked over at the NFs, most of that group had their hands raised, where the other 4 groups, very few. The teachers in the room went, oh. And then I explained, you see, this is quite typical for NFs, because they are so in tune to, they're intuitive. They often are able to create work that just doesn't appear to be in line with their normal capabilities. These children also, and this is important, are highly sensitive to any negativity. These are the children that are most likely to suffer from, if they watch a scary movie, suffer from nightmares, and it'll bother them for days. If they, excessive criticism or arguing can actually be debilitating to these children. They can become dysfunctional. They can have headaches, stomach aches, and just don't seem to, the confidence level can go way down. So teachers are wise to know this, and parents, by the way. These children respond very well to personal positive notes. It's highly motivating to these children. They show early skill in the area of communication. Now, it might be in the written word or the spoken word, but they show early communication skills. These children are also unusually empathetic to others. They put people before rules. And this is an interesting story. You see, SJs, most teachers are SJs. And to the SJ, rules are important, which is true. Why create a rule if you intended for it to be broken, right? They will look at the NF personality and often think, my goodness, you're trying to please everybody so much that you're just breaking all the rules. But if we realize to the NF, the rules are created for people, not the reverse. You see, Gandhi was an NF, and did he break all the rules? He sure did. But sometimes the rules are just wrong and need to be broken. So NFs aren't wrong, SJs aren't wrong, just different. This is another thing. Not all NFs are introverts, but some are. And there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. There's more on that on my website. However, the introvert NF often needs help from parents and teachers in developing social skills. Not in becoming more of an extrovert, but in becoming, in developing social skills. Because they can become very isolated and afraid to venture out. Now this is a fascinating personality with a lot more to it than this, and we won't have time in this video to get into just everything, but I do have more on my website about this and other personality types. Heck, lots of different subjects. It is, the website is, it's up here somewhere, but it's www.read-phonics.com. And you're cordially invited to come visit us there and see all the, we've got a lot of things. We do have things about reading and phonics, but we're about a lot more too. So we look forward, have been a pleasure being with you again, and I look forward to seeing you there.